Wonderful. So, welcome, welcome, welcome to our 21-day play for prosperity, dreaming bigger morning routine or waking ritual whenever it is that you wake. It's good to have a waking ritual with the first couple of hours if you have that luxury invested into your health, your wellness. And, we do have life going on. We might have other commitments that will take precedence in certain seasons of our lives because there are cycles and seasons to life. And so perhaps it's only 15 minutes that you have in the morning when you wake. It could be 45, it could be an hour, it could be longer. So listen to yourself and what your body, your spirit, your mind is calling for to build your waking ritual. This mindfulness meditation is just a piece of your morning ritual. So let me just touch on waking and getting up and out of bed. We do have this fascia that is throughout our entire body that is like a web that is holding our body together. And when we are tense or going through tension, that can become, really restrictive. And so, if you've watched a baby wake up, they actually will take time to stretch and tremor. And so, I encourage all of you, instead of having an abrupt waking in the morning, that there's a calm waking where you don't have a loud alarm that goes off, but something that is soft and gentle. I have little birds that chirp and they get louder and louder. And so I usually am up before the birds. As I'm waking, I'm stretching, I'm moving my body, I'm allowing it to tremor and release any tension or trauma that's in the body. And we can hold trauma in our body for years and decades, even. So give yourself grace and time to wake instead of just jumping right up out of bed. We're not designed, we're not designed that way, even though. Might have been conditioned that way through our society and our culture. Okay, so let's dream bigger. So we have three intentions for this journey together. And the whole point of this is to increase joy and prosperity in our lives and to establish a powerful waking routine that focuses our concentration, ignites our imagination, and puts us into a high vibration state so that we can be invincible for the rest of the day. And so we're going to each write out an intention for our day today. We began our journey yesterday, and so we wrote an intention for the entire journey. If you're just starting to join our journey, I encourage you to write an intention for the entire season, the series of the Play for Prosperity Dream Bigger, and then write one for today. So you should have a journal handy. And if you don't, now would be a good time to go grab one. So now we have our intention for the day. Having intentions helps us focus our energy. And to get the most out of this journey, this 21-day play for prosperity, and those of you who are here now, you're getting an extra bonus before the program officially launches. We are going to show up, be all in, play all out, start from wherever you are, and restart from wherever you're at. So, life tends to have its way with us sometimes. Of course, we all have a choice in the matter, we have free will, and it's okay. Give ourselves grace when we go what seems to be off path. We're never really off path. And we can then just plug in wherever we're at. That's one thing I do love about mindfulness is right in the moment, we can just pause and take a deep breath, be present, and shift our energy. So this investment, this morning waking routine is in you. And this program is an investment in you. You're the greatest investment that you could ever make. So I commend you for making this and for showing up. Our energy. So our energy, what I'm going to do is share a little lesson, then we're going to do our closed eye exercise, and then we'll do uh, an exercise that I'll release you with is, we have our energy body, and there's two energies. There's the kinetic energy and potential energy, potential stored energy. Kinetic is that active, outgoing energy. And these two energies are actually bonded together. So it almost say that there's a third energy that's a bonding energy or a third aspect that brings these two together. The Tai Chi symbol shows this dynamic relationship between kinetic and potential energy. We're never either one or the other. We're always both and. So they're both playing together. Our human body has 2.65 trillion ish cells, and that essentially bolts of energy powerhouses. So we're made up of trillions and trillions or trillions of cells that are recycling over and over, and some will recycle in a second, some take about 7 years to cycle. So within a 7-year period we have a whole new body, and these cells are like little mini us, mini universes, just like we're a mini microcosm of the whole earth, and the earth is a microcosm of the universe. And so we're feng shui, which literally means wind and water, is about harmonizing with our natural environment. Wind is the air that we breathe. So there's this inflow and outflow of energy going into our body, and our body actually heals with the breath. As air comes in, we're taking these deep yoga breaths deep into our core center, into our belly. That actually helps heal us. And our body is about 70 to 75% water, just like the earth is. And there's a natural flow to water as well that heals us. Our brain's about 90% water, so it's important to stay hydrated. As I take my sip of tea, it's really important we drink healthy, clean water throughout the day and allow for these cycles of healing and health and cleaning. And so there's cycles and seasons, there's an ebb and a flow in life. And when we surrender essentially to this natural flow of things, we understand that there is a cycle and a season for everything, and not to rush this healing, natural healing process. Okay, so our first exercise, we're just going to get really present with our body and being present in the moment. This is where our power is. We're going to pay attention to our breath. So go ahead and close your eyes. And we're going to sit with our feet flat on the surface below us and sitting with our spine straight and pulling our chest basically right up and out, and rolling our shoulders back with our spine straight. And then our head is floating up out of our spine, much like you have a helium balloon that is floating in the air. And then the string would be straight. So our spine is straight to allow for the spinal fluid to flow up our spine. That also brings healing energy as it flows upward through our spine. Okay. And we're paying attention to our breath. We're going to start with our palms flat on our thighs, just resting our hands on our lap with the palms down. Taking in deep breaths. Allowing our breaths to come in and out. Paying attention to how our lungs are filling up to capacity. And then releasing the breath out all the way. Breathing in again. And as the breath comes in, it's activating each and every cell in our body and each and every organ. And the breath is essentially massaging us from the inside out. And paying attention to the breath. And now we're going to turn our hands, palms up, and breathe in. And notice how our breath changed. Our breathing capacity shifted, and the breath is coming into our body differently. And we'll continue with our palms up and open. As our awareness in our body gets deeper, investing our attention into this moment where all our power is. Knowing life will be waiting for us at the end of this session, that we can pause right here and now and give ourselves the gift of breath. We breathe naturally without even thinking about it throughout the day. And yet we have this opportunity at different points throughout the day to pause, allowing a deep breath, centering ourselves, releasing and letting go of any tension. Infusing our body with more power, with more potential and kinetic energy, simply by aligning with our breath. Continue this awareness Meditating is about being aware of distractions without being distracted by them. And we have a meditative thought that we're going to bring with us throughout the day, as our day is a walking meditation, reminding ourselves that our power is sourced from within always. And we are water, and water is life. And we are air, and air is life. Our very breath heals, and the water in our body, it heals too. And then it goes on to heal the planet, and the planet heals with water and regifts the water back to us, and we heal. There are cycles and seasons to our healing, and there's no need to rush our healing. So allowing ourselves to be in this moment for as long as we desire, expanding our capacity to dream bigger as our breath capacity gets bigger. So breathe bigger, dream bigger.